Okay, so in this video we're going to have a look at condensation polymerization. Okay, in order to get into this, let's just explain what these phrases mean. So if we're making polymers, as we are in addition polymerization, we are joining monomers together. So the whole process of polymerization is joining monomers together. In this case, because this is called a condensation polymer, then what we're doing is, as we join these monomers together, we release water. Hence the phrase condensation. The monomers that we've got to use here are very special because the monomers we use here contain two functional groups, and I'll explain to you what that means now. So they contain two functional groups, and that makes them very special. So let me show you exactly what this is. Here we've got a dicarboxylic acid. So in terms of how this is going to look, I'm just going to change pens here a minute. So imagine this is the central part of your molecule. It could be anything at all in the middle. On the end, you will have a carboxylic acid group. Okay, because it's a dicarboxylic acid, on the other end, you will also have a carboxylic acid group. So it's a dicarboxylic acid monomer. Same on this one over here. This one here is called a diol. So if you remember, ol is representing alcohols. Alcohols have got an OH group. So I'm going to use a different colour for this side. There's the central part of the molecule. And then on the ends of this, you've got a carbon, which should be bonded to hydrogens. But then you've got your functional group sitting there. And here you've got your carbon bonded to hydrogens, with then your functional group sitting there. Okay, and it's these functional groups that are going to allow us to join these together in this polymerization reaction. So let's have a look at an example. Here then, let me just draw these out for you. So here is my dicarboxylic acid. Okay, this is what it looks like. And on this side, I'm going to have my diol, which is going to have the OH group to make it a diol. Okay, right, so how do we join these? Remembering that we are going to release water. What happens is these, the OH and the H here, that's going to form my water, that's going to be released, and that is then going to allow this bond here and this to bond to the oxygen in order to join these molecules together. So when I draw this out, let's just slide that for you so you can see. When I draw this out, I will have this end of the molecule here is going to be unaffected because this we haven't yet joined anything to. But here now I've got my carbon with my oxygen double bonded. Then, change colour, this is going to bond to my oxygen in my diol monomer with the rest of the molecule following as you can see. Okay, so we have joined these two monomers together using this bond. This bond here is called an ester link. So here we have an ester link. That connection is an ester link, and therefore when any polymer that we make in this way is called a polyester. Okay, and that's where it comes from. What we also need to include in here is the fact that we've released water. That's why I say condensation. Okay, so there's the water. Remember, this water has come from here to be released. And the other thing that's quite interesting, here I've still got two ends that will allow me to add more monomers to this chain. So this chain can become a longer polymer chain.